Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Reading You Reddit Stories. Today we have a Christmas edition. Now before I get into what post we are going to be reading today, I just wanted to go on a serious note for a second, just because I feel like it might be a good reminder for you all. So this morning a family member of mine had passed away, and I just felt like it was important to bring up because Christmas is in a couple of days, and I'm sure there's some of you that are watching right now that may not have, a family member anymore, whether it be your mom or your dad or brother, sister, whoever it may be. Or maybe you have a new family member, somebody in your family had a kid, or maybe you had a kid, whatever it may be. Just remember this year and all the years ahead, just to stay in the moment when you're spending time with your family this Christmas, because it's very easy to lose track of time, and it's very easy to get distracted by your phone or whatever it may be, football that might be on. I don't even know if there's going to be football on, but there's a lot of things that can distract you, but the most important thing is just being with the people that you love, showing them the attention that they deserve, and just having a great time all around. Anyway, that aside, let's get straight into the post from Ask Reddit. Today we have Mall Santas of Reddit. What is the weirdest thing a kid asked for Christmas? When I was 5 years old, 49 years ago, I asked Santa and JCPenney's at the time for a real lawnmower, that kind that my dad uses. They had me hold a microphone up to my mouth. My answer, along with every other kid I presume, was broadcasted throughout the whole store. I can still hear the laughter from the adults. Yeah, being 5 years old and asking for a lawnmower, I mean, that's some serious work right there. You really just want to get down to business and just start mowing that lawn, dude. You're way ahead of your years. Not a Santa, but I've been a Mrs. Claus for the last few years, and I always ask the kids what they want while we do our crafts. My favorite was this 4 to 5 year old girl that told me she wanted one of those loud horns. She made a gesture like she was using those canned air horns, and she made a little horn sound. She said she wants to use it to wake her baby brother up when he naps in the daytime so he knows what it's like. Good reasoning skills. That kid's going places. Very impressive for that age. My 3-year-old son asked Santa once for a baby rhino. Santa told him that the baby rhino's mama would be very sad to lose her baby though. Then my son said, okay, we'll take the mama too. Maybe she can sleep in my mom's bed. Damn, so he's just about to kick his mom out, all for that rhino. This kid really wants a rhino. Not a Santa, but an elf. I read a letter, maybe I shouldn't have, from a child who asked for a dolphin, specifically not autistic. Not sure if he had a bad experience with disabled dolphins or what, but he was about 6 years old. He learned the hard way that wishes need to be extremely specific. I'm assuming that this kid has ran into an autistic dolphin before, and he just wasn't having it. Not me, but my dad. A kid asked for his mom's milk. He was like 7. What? Kid's gonna grow up and be into MILFs. All right, dude. I don't even know what to say to that. 7 is a little bit old for that, I will say. After waiting 2 hours in line, my daughter asked Santa for a hot dog. My daughter asked for pancakes one year. It was very cute. But then I had to get up and make pancakes on Christmas morning instead of being lazy. My daughter is 2, and this was her first year talking to Santa. She asked for pancakes too. I don't even blame her, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, pancakes are 100% better than waffles. It's not even up for debate, and I have a pancake recipe that is from scratch, and I make it all the time, and it is so damn good. I will put a picture up here, and if you think that that does not look good, you need to be put in an insane asylum. That's all I can say. Thank you. I was an assistant manager for a mall Santa with newer programs. There was a special needs 20-something black guy that would come by nearly every day. He easily weighed more than 250 pounds, so we did eventually convince him to sit next to Santa instead of on his lap. Every time he had to remind Santa what he wanted for Christmas. His list was Home Alone on DVD, Straight Outta Compton on DVD, and Prince's 1999 album on CD. Santa was awesome and brought him the Prince CD a few days before Christmas. I will say, that's a top tier selection. I once asked Santa for my parents to get a divorce. Savage. Smart kid, twice the presents. My parents are divorced. It's not twice the presents. All right. and that's just the reality. Not a mall Santa, but my friend was one. He said that the weirdest thing he heard from a kid was a husband for his mom, ... That's sweet, unless she already had a husband / boyfriend. Yeah, that might be a problem if she already has a husband. My uncle was a Santa, and he told me that one year a kid asked for a coffee maker because he wanted to start his own Starbucks coffee stand instead of a lemonade stand. Apparently business was not very good as a lemonade stand, but he noticed a lot of adults drink coffee, so he'd make coffee. That kid is probably a millionaire now. I don't know if you guys know this, but the kid is actually the owner of Starbucks, the CEO of Starbucks now. Definitely a true story. Not really. But he probably is a millionaire though. Not the weirdest, but my favorite thing I heard a kid ask for. At my daughter's preschool, there was a Santa. Kids were asking for the usual things like toys and unicorns. One little girl goes up, you can tell she is thinking really hard. She asked for 2 rolls of tape. Dream big, kid. One year my cousin only asked for tape for Christmas and his birthday. He had created this superhero called Tape Man who saved the world with tape. His mom even made a really awesome costume for him. He definitely got a lot of cool patterned duct tape that year. Good for him. A piece of toast. I like bread. Username checks out. And the username is, I like bread, bro. Yeah, so do I. Many years ago, a small girl would not tell her mother what she wanted for Christmas. Mom told me the problem, and I was to tell her after the kid jumped off my lap. The little girl hopped up and told me she wanted some makeup and some tits. Okay, now I have to tell mom. Jimmy, you broke Santa. I have no comment. Was a Santa at a party last week. A kid asked for a whistle that she can blow at night to wake her mom up and scare her when she was sleeping. I said, no, that would put you on the naughty list. Let your mom sleep, you little gremlin. Mom laughed. Good Santa. I wish I could casually refer to kids as gremlins without being vilified. I think calling kids gremlins is totally acceptable, for the record. I once asked for bread with no crust. Come Christmas Day, I actually got an entire loaf of bread with no crust. Did you get other stuff as well, or was it a super easy out for your folks? I got other stuff as well, but the bread was definitely the highlight of my Christmas. I got 2 loaves of crustless bread, and I'm pretty sure I deleted them both in less than a week. Do y'all make sandwiches with the crust on it, or do you make them and then like peel off the crust? Because I feel like the crust isn't even that bad, but I will not eat the butt of a loaf of bread though. That is gross. There was a joke a radio host told that I heard about 10 years ago or so, and there was a mall Santa and this kid, and the kid wanted a Tonka truck that had a hitch or a crane / hook or something, and when it comes time to tell Santa what he wants, the kid says, I want a truck with a hooker. What a coincidence, kid. Your dad asked for the same thing. Yeah, maybe be a little more specific next time. Or maybe he was extremely specific and that it's literally what he wanted. You never know. So literally last night we took my kids to see Santa, and when asked what she wants for Christmas, she says, a surprise. Santa was so surprised he didn't know what to say. What is the surprise? You can't keep us hanging. We won't know until Christmas. Not a mall Santa, but once my sister asked Santa if she could have a horse's head and an ice cream cone. She explained that she was going to paint the ice cream cone the color of the horse, stick it on, mount the horse's head to the wall, and tell her friends she killed a unicorn. She doesn't remember. Such a sweet little child. Oh my God. I know, she scares me. She's 7 now. Yeah, that is terrifying. I would remove myself from that household. I'm a teacher. I had one of my most difficult, obstinate button pusher kids come in at recess to talk to me. He said he was worried he would not get what he really wanted. To be a real elf, move to the North Pole and make all the presents. He had tears in his eyes and was the most sincere I had ever seen. Made me really appreciate how hard life was at home. He just wished for a way out. When I was like 9, I wrote a goodbye letter to my parents telling them Santa was going to pick me up and take me to the North Pole. I sat out in our car and waited on Santa to show up and take me away. The most dumb thing about this was that it was the middle of the summer. I don't think Santa was ever gonna come pick you up, man, I'm sorry. Reindeer eggs so he could start his own franchise. That kid's name? Jeff Bezos. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Jeff Bezos has reindeer eggs, but he could on the low. All right, y'all. Well, that concludes today's episode of Reading You Reddit Stories. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, or even if you didn't, please let me know in the comments below. All comments are appreciated, no matter what you say. I really hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you get all the gifts that you want. And like I said in the beginning of the video, really just try to stay in the moment and enjoy the people that you're around. Merry Christmas.